Stat, Code Blue, CPC, Chem 7. If those phrases instantly spike your heart rate and transport you back to the snowy streets of Chicago, then you are in the right place. Before Grey's Anatomy brought the romance and House brought the mystery, there was one juggernaut that changed television history forever. We are talking about ER. For 15 seasons and 331 episodes, County General Hospital was the home of groundbreaking drama, heartbreaking deaths, and some of the biggest stars in Hollywood history. But how did a script written in the 70s become a 90s sensation? Which main character was actually supposed to die in the very first episode? And what really went on behind the curtains of the most chaotic emergency room on TV? Welcome back to Then2Now Celebrities, where today we are scrubbing in to dissect the secrets, the cast, and the shocking untold stories of ER. If you love taking a nostalgic trip down memory lane and seeing how your favorite stars have changed over the years, make sure to hit that subscribe button right now. Don't forget to ring the notification bell so you never miss a Code Blue update from us. Let's get started. It's hard to imagine the 90s without ER, but the show almost never happened. The original script was actually written by Michael Crichton way back in 1974. It was based on his own experiences as a medical student. But here is the crazy part. No one wanted it. Networks found it too fast, too technical, and too chaotic. They said the audience wouldn't be able to follow all the different storylines. So the script sat on a shelf for nearly 20 years. Enter Steven Spielberg. Initially, Spielberg and Crichton met to discuss ER as a feature film. But during that meeting, Crichton showed Spielberg another project he was working on, a little book about dinosaurs called Jurassic Park. Spielberg obviously got distracted by the T-Rex, and ER was put on hold again. It wasn't until after the dinosaurs conquered the box office that they circled back to the hospital drama, deciding it worked better as a TV pilot than a movie. If it wasn't for Jurassic Park, we might never have met Dr. Ross or Dr. Carter. Speaking of Dr. Ross, let's talk about the cast. ER wasn't just a show, it was a superstar factory. First, the man, the myth, George Clooney. Before he was a Hollywood icon, he was Dr. Doug Ross. Fun fact, Clooney was begging for this role. He was arguably the least famous actor of the main cast when the show started, but his portrayal of the rebellious pediatrician made him an overnight sensation. He actually stayed on the show longer than he had to, out of loyalty, even after his movie career exploded with Batman and Robin and The Peacemaker. Then there is the heart of the show, Noah Weil, who played John Carter. He started as the clueless med student and eventually became the veteran doctor. Weil holds the record for the most episodes starred in. For us watching, Carter was our eyes and ears. We learned medicine as he learned it. Quick question for you guys. Who was your absolute favorite doctor or nurse at County General? Was it the bad boy Doug Ross, the intense Dr. Benton, or maybe the lovable Dr. Greene? Let me know in the comments below. Now, here is one of the biggest what-ifs in TV history. Juliana Margulies, who played Nurse Carol Hathaway, was technically a guest star in the pilot. Why? Because she was supposed to die. In the pilot episode, Carol attempts suicide. The original script had her dying brain dead. However, test audiences loved her chemistry with Clooney so much that the producers scrambled to keep her alive. She went on to win an Emmy for the role. Can you imagine the show without Carol Hathaway? ER was famous for not playing it safe. It was gritty, dirty, and often traumatizing. One of the most shocking moments in television history happened in season 6. We are talking about the stabbing of Lucy Knight and John Carter. It was Valentine's Day. The episode was terrifying. A patient suffering from schizophrenia attacks them both. While Carter survived and developed a painful addiction arc, Lucy Knight, played by Kelly Martin, died. It was bloody, it was sudden, and it changed the tone of the series forever. And then there's the helicopter. Only ER could get away with dropping a helicopter on a character. Dr. Robert Romano, the doctor we all love to hate, lost his arm to a helicopter tail rotor in Season 9. Then in Season 10, in a moment that jumped the shark for some fans, but horrified others, a helicopter fell off the roof and crushed him to death in the ambulance bay. Talk about bad luck. But the death that truly broke the world's heart was Dr. Mark Greene. Anthony Edwards decided to leave the show, but he wanted a proper send-off. His battle with a brain tumor and his final days in Hawaii, set to the song Over the Rainbow, remains one of the most tear-jerking episodes of television ever produced. If you didn't cry watching that, you might need a checkup. Behind the cameras, things were just as intense. Did you know ER performed a live episode? In Season 4, the premiere episode, Ambush, was broadcast live. But they didn't just do it once, they did it twice. Once for the East Coast and 3 hours later for the West Coast. They even had a camera crew playing a documentary team within the episode to explain why the camera work looked different. In the West Coast version, George Clooney actually messed up a line and threw a basketball at the hoop to cover it up, laughing it off. Speaking of basketball, that hoop outside the ambulance bay? That was George Clooney's idea. He loved playing basketball between takes to blow off steam, so he asked the set designers to install a hoop in the ambulance bay set. It became iconic, and eventually, the writers wrote it into the show as a place for the doctors to decompress. And let's talk about the jargon. The actors admitted that for the first few seasons, they had no idea what they were saying. They had to memorize CBC, lidocaine, and intubate phonetically. To make it look real doctors and nurses were often used as extras in the background to handle the equipment correctly so the actors could focus on the drama. If you're enjoying these behind-the-scenes secrets, please give this video a big thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow and lets us know you want more content like this. Because ER ran for 15 years, almost every actor in Hollywood passed through those doors at some point. Watching old episodes now is like playing a game of Spot the Celebrity. Did you know Zac Efron played a wounded teenager in Season 10? Chris Pine appeared as a drunk teen in Season 9. Aaron Paul from Breaking Bad played a calm, collected patient long before he was Jesse Pinkman. Even Eva Mendes, Taraji Henson, and Lucy Liu had guest spots. And it wasn't just actors. One of the most famous episodes, Motherhood, was directed by none other than Quentin Tarantino. You can actually tell, the camera angles and the tension are pure Tarantino style. So why does ER still matter today? Without ER, we wouldn't have Grey's Anatomy, The Good Doctor, or Chicago Med. It invented the walk-and-talk style of filming with the Steadicam, rushing down hallways while delivering rapid-fire dialogue. It showed the unglamorous side of medicine, the exhaustion, the bureaucracy, and the fact that sometimes, despite your best efforts, the patient doesn't make it. It ended in 2009, bringing back many original cast members for a nostalgic farewell that satisfied millions of fans. From George Clooney's charm to the tragic loss of Dr. Greene, ER was a cultural phenomenon that defined a decade. It was a show about heroes who were undoubtedly human. What is your most memorable ER moment? Is there a specific scene that still haunts you or makes you smile? Drop a comment below. We love reading your stories. Thank you for scrubbing in with us today on Then2Now Celebrities. If you haven't already, subscribe and click that video on your screen to see how the cast of another favorite 90s show looks today. We'll see you in the next one.